Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of New Book Who Dis. I am your host, DeathMetalHero. And with me tonight is Anthony Gambino. And for the record, I totally did this once before and didn't hit the live button. So I'll just throw myself right underneath that bus. What's going on, Anthony? How you doing, man?
I'm good, man. How are you?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great, man. Yeah, see, like I said backstage, this is a low-key show. You know, it's just hanging out and chilling.
I dig it. I dig it. That's what I need.
All right, so,
that's what I need right now.
Right? So let's go ahead and say hi to the chat. What's up, Past Master Dan? That is an epic stash, yo.
It is.
So,
is that real? Can that be real?
Oh, I'm sure it can be real. I mean, how long would it take you to grow something like that? And how many pounds of wax does it take to, like, you know what I mean?
7 at least, I think.
At least. That's 3.5 for each side. Hail Comic Book Bob. What's up, brother? Thank you for coming to hang out. Hey, there's an Anthony Gambino in the chat. What's going on there? Skull Flying Feline. Good to see you, beautiful. Thanks for coming to hang out. And Shadowhawk Talks. What's going on, Shadowhawk?
What's up, chat?
Welcome, everybody. So, I asked you this once before, so I'm going to ask you again.
Yes.
Is there anything you're reading right now? Anything you digging, or you just full on work right now?
I'm full on work. I'm trying to get some reading in a little bit if I can, like before bed every night. But I just finished up King of Spies by Mark Millar and Matteo Scalera.
Yeah.
And that was a ton of fun. Like I've been looking for a good, because like I love reading comics. Obviously, that's why I do this. But sometimes, like, I just want a quick story, like beginning, middle, and ends. Nothing to get too involved with. And this was like
nothing that has perfect. Like 40, 50 years of history attached.
Yeah, man. Yeah, this was like it was so much fun. It was quick paced, beautiful artwork.
Oh yeah, Scalera is fucking fantastic.
Yeah, man.
He does
fantastic
work.
Yeah. And I don't know, what. I guess Image has a deal with Netflix or something because it's it's an Image book, but it's a Netflix. Is it a show or something?
Mark Millar has a deal with Netflix, and I guess they get first shot at doing all of these as TV shows, or they are eventually going to be developed depending on how well the comic does. I don't know. I've been picking them all up. Like Prodigy has been good. King of Spies has been good. What was the fucking other one?
What was Prodigy? I think I missed that one.
Prodigy was this dude that he has all this knowledge, and he's just able to be like the ultimate smart badass because of think James Bond, but with an IQ of like 240 or something like that.
Oh yeah, Albuquerque. I think I did see this.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, it came out. They just started a new series that I think I missed the first issue of.
Oh wow.
It's a different artist this time, but it's still Millar. Yeah. There was the one that he did with the two. Yeah, Space Bandits. Space Bandits was really good. Let's see what else. Yeah. So yeah, all of those Millar books from Image and Netflix and whatnot have been pretty spot on.
Oh, but this one's Matteo too. That's awesome.
Space Bandits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, that one's fun. That's a fun series.
Oh wow, this looks great.
Yeah. Well, I love reading new stuff. New indie stuff. Because that inspires me. You know what I mean? That makes me, see that it can be done and to try new storytelling techniques.
For sure.
I do a show called "Do You Even Read" with Ink Spots.
Yeah.
And we went over Dawn, Crypt of Dawn, and it was kind of an anthology series. Unfortunately, Ink Spots wasn't there last episode, but Matt Barr was there with me, and we just went over all of these different art styles and these stories and whatnot. And it was really cool to see how the different styles contrasted one another. And how some of the styles complemented. And I saw a bunch of stuff in my Joseph Michael Linsner's artwork that I had never seen before because it was in contrast to, other art. in the same book. Like some of the line work that he did, I was like, that reminds me of Crumb, like, you know, our Crumb, the way this is rendered. Like that's
cool.
really weird. So I don't know. It just it always makes me wonder about influences. You know, like where do artists pick up things from? You know, storytelling mechanics, little ways they draw faces. You know, hands, noses. You know, because they're all unique to the artist. Absolutely. You know, it's always our interpretation of what that you know body part is.
Yeah, for sure.
So yeah, so it's always I feel like if we're going to do this, we gotta be well read.
Right.
You know, well read artists as well. You know,
absolutely. I mean,
doesn't mean we have to be Rembrandt, Picasso, and all of that.
No.
But to have an understanding of it and to be able to, in some way, bring that into our work, you know, I think that's valuable.
For sure. I'm constantly rereading and revisiting things that I've read, you know, when I was a little bit younger, maybe a few years back. Things that stuck with me, like you said, really influenced me. Just to see, like, okay, why did I react to this? How did I react to it? What drew me to this? What is working? Like, what do I want to try to do in my work? And a lot of that stuff, honestly, has come from the Jeff Loeb and Tim Sale books. Like, majority of them. I mean, to me, Tim Sale is the number one. And what I really love, like, it's such a shame that we just lost him because I had the last few months, like, I had just started looking up more and more interviews with him because I think he had just started to do more like this on YouTube. Yeah.
Oh man,
it was great, and he would he's one of those guys who openly spoke about his like classical American illustration being an influence in his comic work, and I'm like, that's something that's I think is missing, and not like everybody realizes. Like if you look at his, and I'm not even talking about like Superman for All Seasons. Even if you look at Dark Victory and Long Halloween and Spider-Man Blue, like if you look at his composition work, you can tell that he's looking at classical illustration, American illustration, these book covers from the 50s and 60s, and like so much charm and elegance in just the way he composed a single panel. Like to me, that like I can read the book without even reading Jeff's words. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. And that's what good comic book art does.
Oh my God, that's what I fell in love with. When I was in grad school, we had an assignment to do a short story with no words, and it was. I fell in love with it. I mean, I got lost in it. You know, like trying to, like you talked about the mechanics, like making sure that the facial expressions, direction, lines of motion, everything is pointing the reader to the right way to tell the story so that they understand it and that they can feel something without reading the words. Like that
guiding the eye without feeling, without it feeling cramped and corralled, and
that's
man. The story's got to breathe. Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, it's that in and of itself is as much part of the art form as the art.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's it's being present while you're constructing. While you're doing the layout, while you're thinking about how the eye travels across the page, where do you want people to look? What do you need to highlight? What do you need to, push to the back? Yeah. What needs to be more subtle? I mean, it's all about the storytelling. Does it fit the story? Is it fitting the mood?
It's not always easy, man.
No, it's not always easy. And Sale is definitely one of those mood masters. I would him and Kelly Jones.
Oh my God.
Sometimes the way they can noir out a page and just get that fucking mood kicking. It's just like, damn. Yeah. Efficient use of contrast, light and dark.
And that's another level when you can guide the reader with shadows. Oof. That's impressive. That is impressive.
Absolutely. What's your favorite? What is your favorite Tim Sale work?
That's tough.
Yeah.
I think it's a toss-up between Dark Victory and Spider-Man Blue. Spider-Man Blue was the first comic I ever read where I actually felt like sad, like legitimately sad, but in a good way because we were supposed to. Like that.
Right.
That was striking to me. That I don't know if I can spoil it or whatnot, but the ending of that book in particular, the last couple pages.
Yeah, I mean that's what they were good at that, man. You know, they're. I mean, at that point, they had been working together for quite a while. You know, you know, and so they had a shorthand between one another, and they were able to get those emotional, you know, that emotional hit on that. You know,
and they were just little moments, but they were very effective, which I appreciate.
I mean, sometimes it's the little moments that sell a story more than the big moments. You know, I mean, you gotta have the big moments and the bombastic, but you know, if the subtle moments are not as well thought out as your big bombastic stuff, it's not going to fly. It's not going to feel real. It's going to feel flashbang hollow. You know, you know, your world's got to feel lived in.
Oh, for sure, and especially those color books. I mean, the world was already established because they're some of the most popular characters, but all the little moments were, for the most part, the only current moments, because majority of those books are recounting and looking at memories. So even the bombastic stuff, it happened already. So you're not as present with it because you know subconsciously that already happened. So it leaves room for those tiny current moments to breathe more and be more impactful, because you're like, oh shit, that's happening right now as a result of everything we just read. I love that. Yep. I love those books, man.
Yeah, they're wonderfully constructed, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Comic Book Bob says, my first introduction to Tim Sale was when he took over on Death Blow from Jim Lee. Didn't appreciate him until years later. So good at what he does. Yes, he was. Long Halloween and Daredevil Yellow are my favorites of his.
Daredevil Yellow is
I think
incredible.
Long Halloween's probably my favorite.
Yep. They're all good.
Yeah. I mean, he was a tremendous storyteller.
Yep.
The Hulk Gray, I remember being really good, too.
Yep.
I enjoyed that one.
A very, very pure story.
Yeah. Yeah. Who else do you count as an influence? What else? Who else do you really like as far as like artwork goes?
I love Mike Mignola.
Yeah.
When I first started really getting into comics, Frank Miller was a big influence. Greg Capullo was a big influence, because I really started appreciating comics and realizing that it can be a career path when his Batman run was out. And Batman's my favorite character, so when I started picking up books, that was like the first book I picked up.
Right.
Was Court of Owls. Who else? Frank Frazetta. Just a master.
Frazetta's the god pappy of us all, buddy.
I know. It's like, is it worth mentioning? But you can't not mention him.
Of course. Frazetta is always worth mentioning.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, Frazetta is always worth mentioning. You know,
and I love to hear how other artists are influenced by other artists, and Mike Mignola is famous for always talking about Frazetta as his biggest influence, or one of them. And you look at his work and you're like, Frazetta, really? With this stark contrast, but then you hear him talk about, no, it's the way he uses blacks to create shadows and contrast. Those are the linking shapes that Frazetta used in his paintings. Mm-hmm. So it's not visually, it doesn't look like Frazetta, but mechanically and intentionally, it's influenced from Frazetta, which I think is really cool.
When you say that, I mean, you look at his compositions for covers and stuff like that, and the worlds that he created. Yeah, I can totally see the influence of Frazetta and the stuff that he would paint. Yeah, 100%. Yeah,
I love that.
Yeah, Mignola's great. I think I like some of his earlier stuff more than I like some of his newer stuff. Mm-hmm. But that's just me. I'm thinking, what was it? Odyssey, that book, DC Odyssey that he did.
Okay.
That was I really enjoyed that. That was one of his early pieces.
I haven't read it, but I've seen a lot of images of his Dracula book, and that looked pretty dope.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yeah. I actually have that somewhere.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, I'm not sure where. It's on that shelf over there. Or maybe that one over there. I don't know. There's a few of them.
Oh, and
King League says, I'm here for the bitches. I don't know what you mean, but okay. Let's see. Frazetta, Wrightson, Kubert, Buscema are so influential.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, Wrightson's another one
Wrightson.
with the drama. That is beautiful.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Bernie Wrightson could mood out a page like nobody's business.
Yeah.
Like the master of like horror, macabre, and mood. And Kelly Jones is becoming. He's.
Yep.
I mean, he's always been good. Also, Kyle Holtz.
Oh my God. Savage.
Yeah, he is. Holy shit.
Savage, bro.
He did a little like 4-page thing in this Crypt of Dawn, and it was so fucking awesome.
Yeah, it's
like the contrast
bonkers.
and the line work, the blacks. Oh man, yeah, it was a fucking great little 4-bit story. But yeah, Holtz is a beast.
He can draw disgusting better than like anyone.
Yes.
Oh my God.
I don't know if you are friends with him on Facebook, but he will post these pictures of just like sketches, and he did The Thing at one point, like John Carpenter's The Thing.
Oh,
and it was it was fucking gnarly.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it was fucking great. But yeah, man, we could talk about artists all night, but let's talk about what story-wise what influenced this book. Vigilant
I know
Fury.
that book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This book that you're working on.
This one. So as far as influencing the story, I can't speak to it as much as Julius could because he's the writer. But
visually, I mean, for you.
Oh, okay. Well,
yeah.
I can talk a little bit about the story because I know a little bit about what influenced him.
Okay.
So Angela Peretz goes on vacation and she gets kidnapped by human traffickers and wakes up on a shipping container. And she realizes what's going on, and that's the moment when she says, okay, I got to get out of here. And the bit that of the human trafficking in the shipping container was actually influenced by a real article that Julius has sent me as reference of people, of traffickers trafficking people on shipping containers and them making these like I think they're like 3x4 doors that they cut out of the containers, but if you look at them from one side, like they're seamless. You can't even tell they're there. Right. And that's how they would get the people in and out. So that was kind of a little bit of the influence on Julius's part. And then for me, artistically, like Julius really wanted this to be black and white, like Sin City-esque in the sense that it's noir and it's a thriller and there's a lot of action. And we're using shapes and contrast to help guide the story. So we were talking initially about if we should do it color or not, and then we both decided pretty easily that this has to be black and white. Like, this is the kind of story that's black and white, high contrast, action-packed. Like, let's keep it like that. And it's been working so far.
Hell yeah. Take it easy, Bob. Have a good one, man.
Later,
Thanks
Bob.
for stopping by. He says, "Oh hell yeah, Kyle Holtz is seriously unsung." I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. He does some bitchin' covers. Like seriously, some of the covers that'll roll into the shop, I'm like, damn, dude.
Yeah. Disgusting.
Right. All right. So, how did you come into contact with Julius to get on the book?
Twitter, like just about anything else nowadays. Rob Geronimo texted me just a link, and I was like, no context, no nothing. I was like, what is this? So I clicked on it.
What?
I was like, oh God, what's this gonna be? So I clicked it.
This better not be porn.
And it was Julius's tweet that he had a story that he wanted to develop, and he was looking for an artist. Please submit your samples below, and that was it. I submitted them. He DM'd me. He thought my style fit what he was looking for. And yeah, he pitched a story. He's like, "Would you want to work together?" I said, "Yeah, absolutely. Let's get going." And that was pretty much it, man. It's easy peasy.
Hell yeah, that's how it's done.
Yeah, yeah.
Yo, good stuff. What's going on, brother? Welcome. And then we got Kingley says, very Frank Miller. Well, good Frank Miller. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why they leave Frank to the writing now.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
I mean, you know, last I saw of him, he wasn't looking great. Hopefully he's doing better.
I hope so. He disappeared for a while, yeah.
Yeah, he did. I mean, he's got his new company that he's working on though.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Independent imprint type thing with helping undiscovered artists and writers get discovered, basically.
Good for him.
Yeah,
it's a great service.
Especially considering Frank Miller. He's even if he doesn't draw anymore, he's still Frank Miller.
Sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, I'm sure he still has the eye, at least.
Oh yeah, I mean he still knows how to tell a story.
Yeah.
So this is actually your preview right here, your little 12-page preview that you sent me.
Yep.
Yeah. Awesome. So people can get a taste of the story, get an idea what's going on. I mean, this is the setup, and I like that you're using angles like Dutch angles and stuff like that too. It's tilt the story. It throws the viewer off kilter, and it adds to the feeling. Yeah,
and especially the first page, second page, first page when she meets the homeowner.
Oh yeah.
That was intentional to let people know something might be off here.
Right, because she's perfectly normal. Oh, it's a little strict, not so great. Oh God, she keeps tilting further and further. Yeah, no, it's good storytelling, man. It's subtle storytelling,
Mm-hmm.
And people may not even realize it when they see something like that, but it adds to the story. It makes it flow more naturally. Even if they don't recognize that they've seen that,
right.
If it was not there, it wouldn't flow as well. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
And especially because we don't really, I don't want to give anything away, but not much else is disclosed about that character for a while in the book. So if it was just like straight on panels, it would kind of go over people's heads. So this is kind of planting a seed a little bit.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's foreshadowing,
Right.
Yeah. Kingley says Miller never looked great. Whatever. I mean, yeah. Anyway. Kevlar says, nice work. I dig it. What's up, Matt?
It.
Welcome, man. He says he hearts black and white. Yes, our boy Matt Kevlar works in black and white as well.
Right on, man.
Yeah. He's a fellow black and white soldier.
Was that his work in his thumbnail there?
Yes.
That looked dope. Oh
yeah,
yeah,
man.
wow.
Yeah, he put out a book on Kickstarter.
Nice.
Turned out pretty fucking good, man.
Nice. I gotta check that out.
And by pretty fucking good, I mean awesome.
Yeah.
All right, so here she's getting kidnapped, and of course, kidnapper's going to do what kidnapper's going to do.
Mm-hmm.
This part where he gets kicked in the throat. It's great.
Thank you.
Yeah, and I like the breaking through the panel here. Going using you got kind of the grid thing going on, but you're still drawing the the whole thing with both the panels. That's cool. Just cool choices.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Dig the storytelling choices.
Thank you.
And that's the cover.
Yeah.
This part right here is fucking great. Because you realize as you read it, it's not it's all at once. You sick fucks kidnapped the wrong bitch. Smash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that. And if I remember correctly, Julius, I don't think he had the dialogue in the script.
Mm-hmm.
So he just had, she stands over them with the knife and the flashlight, stands over the guy, hits him in the head with the flashlight. So that's all it was.
Mm-hmm.
And then when he did the lettering and he sent it to me, I read it. I was like, oh shit, cool. Like I didn't know she was gonna. Yeah, it was a fun little surprise.
Okay, so he's writing it, you're drawing it, and he's doing the lettering.
Yes, to his credit.
I mean, hey, that allows him to go back and do little edits and add
Exactly.
things,
Exactly.
And it becomes even more of an amalgam, a collaboration.
Yeah, big
because
time.
he gets influenced by what he's seeing on the page.
Mm-hmm.
For sure. This dude's dying in his fucking heart boxers with his pants around his ankles. Yep.
Hey,
that's what
karma.
you get.
Yep.
She's pissed. Fucking knuckles ready to fucking go into somebody's face.
Uh-huh.
Hell yeah. So you said backstage 84 pages? Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Holy shit. 80
Yeah, nice
page one shot.
Chunky one shot, beginning, middle, and end.
Yeah. And that's usually how good stories go. They have a beginning, middle, and end. It's when they, this did really well. We need to add, a couple of sequels onto this. That's usually when things go horribly awry.
Yeah, no, not this one, not this. And we talked about it too. Like, do you want to do multiple campaigns with single issues? But we both really like the idea of having a nice, solid book. We can perfect bind it. Mm-hmm. It looks nice on the shelf, easy to hold and read. So
I've found recently that's a thing that people really like, being able to put it up on the shelf and it looks good on the shelf. You know what I mean?
Yeah, dude. Of course.
Yeah, that's the reason why we've started selling so much manga in the comic shop that I work in.
Been selling a lot of manga.
Not just that reason. The younger generation really likes manga.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Really likes manga, and I've heard a lot of them say, I like that it looks really good on the shelf, and it's easy to follow along.
Funny.
Yeah,
that's so funny,
right?
Wow, I mean, it's great, right?
Yeah, I mean, I enjoyed looking at my shelf and seeing all the little names and stuff like that. It's cool, but I mean,
yeah, of course,
I like my spinner rack full of like single issues too.
I see that. I see that.
I mean, I like my short boxes and my long boxes. Actually, sometimes I don't like the long boxes so much. They're fucking heavy as shit.
Yeah.
But they hold a lot. So I don't know. Eventually I got to start paring down some of the issues that I have, and I believe I'll be doing channel giveaways with them.
Well, that's fun.
Yeah, purge the collection and send it to people I know will appreciate it.
Yeah, of course.
And say thank you to my audience for being here. Appreciate you guys. Gives me the opportunity to keep bringing you books like this.
Such a nice host.
I do what I can. I can.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys actually have a digital copy. Awesome.
We do. Oh, I should mention we're kind of offering two books. So obviously the main book is the comic. And then we're offering this behind-the-scenes supplemental companion book, which is another 48-page book of all behind-the-scenes stuff. So it's all of my character designs, thumbnails, process shots of going from thumbnail, reference photo, pencils, inks, sample scripts from Julius, set designs, from me doing studies of the locations. It's really cool, man. And for someone like me, I love seeing the behind-the-scenes stuff at the end of trades or something. They're always beautiful to look at. And yeah, I think it's cool for people to see what really goes into making a project like this.
Exactly. I mean, it's always fun to see how something's made.
Yeah.
See the process that people go through, the planning, the execution, see how it goes from concept to, final product.
Yep. And I've been teasing maybe people will see how I tackle my wife for reference photos, giving her no context to help me out with
Heads up, what?
Yeah. I usually, it just goes, can you come down? And she walks downstairs and there's their camera set up and I do what I have to do to get the right motion. So she loves it. She loves it.
Hats off to her for being a team player.
Yeah, she's the best. She's the best.
That's awesome. You know, teamwork make the dream work, right?
Exactly. So yeah,
Kingling says, I thought about doing black and white with the Neon Revenant. The only color would be her eyes and blood. Yeah.
It's a good
spot
look.
color. I mean, Frank Miller did that in Sin City, which I always thought was cool. You know, that yellow bastard and Goldie with her eyes.
Yep.
You know, her hair and her eyes. Matt Boss says, cool looking stuff. What's going on, Matt? Welcome,
Matt.
man. Thanks for coming to hang out.
Yeah, Blood Realm is looking great with the spot coloring. That's a book that it works perfectly.
Yeah, well, exactly. It fits the story. You know, it fits the story perfectly.
Yeah.
Now, I mean, you guys probably could have gotten away with like doing blood.
Probably.
You know, that just like that kind of spot color like that. Yeah. But
we might
black
consider
and white.
it.
Yeah. I mean, special edition one day or something like that.
Maybe.
Right.
Maybe. Yeah, who knows? But yeah, if you scroll down, you can see some of the supplemental stuff. Well, you saw some of the character designs in the preview.
In the preview, yeah.
So we have some of that,
was
and then some process shots, some reference photos.
Hell yeah! All the good behind the scenes stuff on how it's put together.
Yeah, man. And I love doing that stuff too. It takes a little bit more time,
right?
But it saves me time when I'm doing these pages, when I'm doing the final pages, because I'm not sitting there trying to figure out
you're
what
creating a lift
character...
file. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's what we used to call it in design school is creating a lift file. It's all your reference, all the shit that you're using to get the mood, the feel, the I don't know, whatever product you're drawing, obviously is the direct reference. But if you're doing like some kind of ad, you're trying to get this feeling, so you want to grab a bunch of different source images that will, that you'll pull from. So
is it like a mood board?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. I didn't know you have a design background.
Oh yeah. Went to graphic design. Have a associate's degree in graphic design. Yep.
That's how I started.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I've always wanted to draw. Like that was my first, passion. But I was like, just in case comics doesn't pan out, I'll go ahead and get a design degree. That way I can have something else to do. And funny enough, I ended up doing more computer work on the side because I learned how to work on my computer because of design school. So I do design stuff and I work on computers.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, being able to like maintain your own equipment has saved me so much money in the long run.
Oh, I can only imagine. Yeah, that's a skill set I definitely do not have.
Yeah, I mean, little things. It's a lot easier to do now than it was back in the day.
Right.
Yeah, it's a lot easier now. I can give you some tips on how to maintain your equipment after we get off air.
Oh, cool. All right. Thanks.
Yeah. Yeah, man. So you're working traditionally, right? This is all traditional. Yep. Or are you doing digital as well?
It is all traditional.
Nice.
All traditional. I'll do touch-ups in Photoshop.
Sure.
But that's mainly just to fill in the spots that the scanner misses.
Right. Yeah. No, that I've been doing some penciling digitally and then printing it out and inking it traditionally. There is just something about ink on board.
There's nothing like it, dude.
There really isn't.
I just started messing
down
around
those lines
with ink wash too, and that's a whole other. I did this the other night.
Oh, hang on.
And it is just so relaxing.
Dude, that's awesome.
Thanks, man. Did you see this?
Yeah,
movie?
Man.
Did you see The Northman?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I really love the aesthetic of the movie, so I've been looking for some high-res photos just to, do this basically, like just practice the ink wash. I don't have to think a whole lot about the composition because it's there already. But it is it's so relaxing. and so much fun.
Dude, you might want to do a book like that.
I will. Absolutely, I will. Maybe
Dude,
probably the next project.
that's a cool little piece.
Thanks, brother. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
ink wash is fun, like being able to get those tones.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
It's so nice. And it brings me back to like, it's like an upgraded childhood, because when I was a kid, I started drawing basically just like portraits of people, but like really detailed with pencil, and they would take forever. And there's something of that in the ink wash, like being able to get that gradation. It's very satisfying.
Yeah,
and
it's
cool.
like shading with a
shading with water, which
pencil.
is weird.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Exactly.
I mean, and then you can transition that into watercolor.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you already do watercolor.
No. Well,
yeah,
maybe that's the next step.
I've messed around with it a little bit, and I usually end up oversaturating the paper, and it becomes a mess. So I haven't fucked with it in a while, but I do enjoy ink wash.
I just watched one of Paulo Rivera's. He was streaming today. He did a little like, it must have been this big, little headshot with watercolor.
Holy shit! Okay,
it was so nice, so nice.
I didn't realize he had a YouTube channel.
Yeah, he does a bunch of watercolor videos on there. It wasn't even that long. I think it was maybe like a half hour, maybe, like super quick, middle of the day.
Wow.
Super chill. Yeah.
I'll have to go find his YouTube channel. That's awesome.
I'll put it in the chat here.
Yeah, just drop it in the private chat. Yeah. All right. So, physical copy, $15 for the physical copy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So the A cover, the 1A cover is just the line work and just the initial inks.
That's all the behind the scenes stuff.
Oh, that's the behind the scenes stuff.
Yeah, that's
BTS.
I couldn't fit the whole thing, so that's what BTS is.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So I tried making like the main cover obviously is this level 1B, and then for the backup book it's like a skeleton of the cover almost, or the process of the cover.
Yeah, no, it totally makes sense. Yeah, it totally makes sense. All right, so for the actual book, 84 plus pages of person trafficking, killing scum.
Yeah.
Yes. Person trafficking, scum killing, action. That's the word. That's the series of words that I was looking for.
That should have been my elevator pitch.
Right? Human trafficker killing
scum.
Human trafficking, scum killing, action. Yes, 84 pages of.
Good.
Yes. Take those words and that is what you need. All right, so level 1C sketch card as well.
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah.
And then get both of them for 22.
Mm-hmm. Discounted sketch card bundle. And we've had a few more backers. I had to change the images out like a couple days into the campaign after people had backed already. So you can't. I don't. Do you use Indiegogo primarily or use Kickstarter? Okay. So like you can't change the images once people have backed. So I had to hide it and then remake it.
Right.
But this, while you're here, the level 4, I hope someone takes advantage of it, because it's not really something I've seen in crowdfunding before, and like I would love to offer my other services too for people, because that's what a lot of these perks are. It's all the sketch cards. We have original art. We have commission work and a logo. So keeping me busy.
Awesome.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I have a lot of experience. Been designing for 6 years now. A ton of logo work. Yeah.
Hell yeah. And a good logo speaks volumes. A good logo will catch your eye.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
A good logo will make you interested in the product, and a good logo requires a lot of thought.
Yeah, I know.
A lot of being there.
I know.
Yeah. He said exhaustedly, I hear you, brother. I hear you.
Yeah.
Our boy Matt Barr in the chat, he also does logos.
Oh, nice.
He's bitching at logos, yeah. So we will have to get together and talk like design and design philosophy and logos and stuff. That would be fucking fun.
That'd be fun.
I haven't actually talked design shit with anybody in a long time. I mean, Matt and I occasionally talk, but occasionally other people get bored.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
let's do that though. That'll be fun.
That would be fun. Hell yeah.
I'll grab a drink because I'll probably need it, and then we can chat about it.
Yeah, that would be fucking awesome. Yeah, I have another stream tonight at 9 with Chimera.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, but I'll figure out a time and we'll schedule something. Shit. Yeah. Cool. I'll figure out a time.
Cool.
So you got original art on here. That's awesome.
Yes. Yeah, it's my first comic, and I want to get rid of these pages, so I want people to have them.
They are taking up entirely too much room.
No, it's not even that. I really want people to have them. Like, people like the book. I would love, because I want original art pages, you know?
Right. Yeah.
Like, who doesn't? To have a piece of the story like in your hands is incredible.
Hey, Genuine Comics, what's up?
Welcome.
Thanks for coming to hang out. Appreciate you being here. King Lee says, "Oh, I want to be in on that discussion."
Nice.
Showa. What's up, Devil Flyer? How you doing? Oh, you're on your way to work. That's how you're doing.
Have fun.
I just picture him on his way to work shouting as he's telling us he's on his way to work.
On my way to work.
Exactly. I'm not happy about it. Don't text and drive.
Or scream and drive.
Yeah.
That's
Talk
okay,
to text doesn't like being screamed at.
Yeah.
All right, the Gambino special. Whoa. What is
this
is an offer you can't refuse.
That's exactly what Julius wrote in. That wasn't me.
Yeah.
But
Julius did that. That wasn't me. That's funny. 3 pages of original art from Vigilant Fury. One 11 by 14 original commission. Nice.
Yes.
3 sketch cards, plus a book, plus prints and by other talented artists. Wow.
Yeah.
Only 5 lucky backers. Nice.
It is a big, chunky bundle.
Yeah, that is definitely a chunky bundle.
If you like my work, I mean, this is you won't need anything else like forever. There's just a ton of shit in here.
Right. And a commission.
Yeah. 3 pages, 3 sketch cards, and a 11 by 14 commission. Now the commission bundle is a 9 by 12, but this one it's an 11 by 14, so you get a little bit more.
Okay. Commission bundle. Did I miss that one?
Oh, I'm sorry, it's our featured perk. Yeah.
Oh, all the way up at the top here.
Yes.
Okay. They kind of popped it out and put it up here. Commission bundle, $75 this tier. We'll get you a 9 by 12 commission, plus the book, plus prints by other talented artists. Get these as soon as you can. Nice.
Yeah. 13 left.
Oh, yeah.
And we will be extending the campaign for the second 30 days, so I think we'll have 39 days left now.
So you got a little bit of time, but that doesn't mean you should sleep on it.
No, definitely not.
Yeah.
Definitely not.
Okay, and estimated shipping March 2023. I mean, how far along are you on the book?
About 25 pages in.
Nice.
Yeah, so I got a good chunk done. Yep.
Genuine Comics says this book is interesting. Seems like an action movie adaptation.
Thank you. Yeah, that's kind of what we were going for. Julius says he's really influenced by like 80s action movies, and he wanted to kind of mix that with a noir thriller into this story.
Nice.
Yeah, I dig it.
Yeah, trying something different. I could totally see a thriller like this being shot in a noir style. You know.
Yeah, and especially that other than the first 3 pages, like the whole book takes place on a single location, which I think is really like I love that simple aspect of going from point A to point B.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you break down some of the most successful movies and stories, like that's the underlying concept. A character has, like Lord of the Rings.
Mm-hmm.
They have to go from point A to point B.
Yes.
But all the shit that happens in the middle is what makes the story.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Absolutely. It's what adds the spice to the story. It's the distractions along the way,
Yes,
the obstacles they must overcome along the way.
I had someone describe it to me as it's the what else happens.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
It's been a while since I've read the Lord of the Rings. Lots of walking.
Yeah, a little bit.
Lots of walking. Lots of and there's lots of background and lore. But I mean, man created languages, entire races of peoples and stuff in his head. So I mean, of course, there's gonna be a lot in there.
Isn't that crazy? Like, have you ever stopped and think about that? That's amazing.
Yeah.
That blows my mind.
Yeah, it does. I mean, it blows my mind as well. I'm not sure about the whole languages thing, but Irene Strakowski, on Fiendish. I mean, she's making her own languages and stuff. So I mean, she's pulling a Tolkien with that.
God bless her. God bless her.
Yeah. I heard that. I was like, damn. All right. So yeah,
That's amazing.
it's amazing what stories can do. How they percolate in the mind, and once they're unleashed, once they're allowed to be out in the world, how they can flourish.
Yeah,
that's what that is to me. How you have this idea, and you finally you make it, you do it, you just do it, and then how it grows and evolves and changes along the way.
Yeah, it's a strange phenomenon.
Well, it's just it's cool. It's cool how you have initial concepts and how they become solid. They don't necessarily always turn out the exact way you thought they were going to.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember when I was graduating undergrad, my senior design year was my second to last illustration year. So I double majored in design and illustration.
Oh wow!
And when I was doing my design thesis, like I said, I was really heavy in the illustration stuff too. So I tried to merge a lot of them.
Yeah.
And I was starting to develop my thesis for illustration for the following year, and used the story to do some projects for graphic design. So one of my projects was I made 2 action figure boxes of characters that I was using.
Oh fuck yeah, dude! I
Dude,
love package design.
Me too, man.
Dude, being able to display the product in a way that is eye-catching and appealing and gets the information across, it's a fucking art form in and of itself.
Can I tell you, it was so much fun, and I took apart a couple boxes of some DC Direct boxes that I had lying around. I measured every single flap. I made a die cut in Illustrator, and to be able to make it yourself and print it out yourself and cut it yourself and assemble it. Oh, it was fucking awesome.
and to have
so
it,
much fun.
To have that box that you design land flat and to cut it out, fold it together, and then tape it together, and then it fits.
Yep.
And it's a fucking display box.
Yep.
Yeah.
And with my characters on it.
Exactly.
That was dope. That was so much fun.
Hell yeah, dude! That package design was one of my favorite classes, just
That's
because of that feeling. It's like it's a 3D puzzle that you're putting together, and you got to consider all these different aspects and how they interlock.
Yep.
And if you make this flap just a little too long, it's not gonna sit in. It won't sync up if you don't cut enough off this side for the indentation so it can actually lock. It won't fit properly.
Yep.
It keeps popping out. The lid won't sit. Now it's the minutia on that would sometimes get a little aggravating when cutting things out.
Sure.
Because the little bits, but yeah, the overall design and figuring out in 3D space, how to display all that stuff. it's fucking cool, especially with die cuts.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Die cuts. They're fun.
And even like on a much simpler level, like the images I used for all the perks, like just finding these free Photoshop mock-ups of products and putting your artwork on it. I love doing that stuff, man. I love having this book here. It's not a real book, but it looks like it. Like, it's so much fun. It adds to me. It adds another level to the display.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, it visualizes it for the person looking at the page,
right?
Rather than they have to visualize it as a book themselves,
right?
You know, it helps them, you know, see that it's already a product, so that you know they're more inclined to back, you know, to pay attention to you know, feel like there's actually something that is there
for sure.
You know,
not just here's an idea, like consider backing it.
Well, I mean, 25 pages is you know, nothing to sneeze at as well. That's a significant thing that is there as well in reality. Right. I mean, and as everybody can see, I'm guessing these are pages behind you on the wall.
Yeah.
See, there's the one where a dude gets kicked in the throat. Yeah. Nice.
And that's without that's without the patches. So I went back on for the launch of the campaign, the first 8 pages. I went back and did a bunch of touch-ups, you know, some patches and redraws and everything.
Gotcha.
So there's a bunch of fun stuff that, like, if someone were to buy this page, they would be getting like 2 patches on here. So I could show you here actually. So this is the panel here, but before I did this, I didn't like the drawing initially, so I just put a little flap over it and scanned it like this. So people will get fun stuff like that. I ended up redrawing this panel. This is the one with the big knuckles. So like I have to cut that out and paste it on here. So this is actually a paste too. I don't know if you could see the tape. In the panel. So it's
I mean, that's how you do it traditionally, man.
It's a noir advent calendar.
Yeah, exactly. Interactive pages, ladies and gentlemen. So jump on that original art tier.
Yes.
You know.
Sorry.
Somebody's in trouble.
Yeah, we're fostering a pup, and she's a handful.
Aw.
She's a handful. We're trying to get her adoptable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure you'll get there.
Yeah.
It's been a long time since I've had to.
Weeks.
Oh yeah, you'll get there. Been a long time since I've had to deal with a puppy.
Yeah.
A long time since I had to deal with a kitten either. But yeah, I have adult cats. I can see one of them sleeping right over there.
Oh, nice.
Yes, I see you.
Don't look at me.
All right. So, is there anything else that you want to say about this book before we go ahead and wrap it up? Is there any questions in the chat? Anybody got any questions for our boy Anthony here?
Yeah, be happy to answer anything. Any questions on the perks or the add-ons? A lot of the stuff you see in the perks, they're also available in the add-ons. So if you want more than one sketch card, you can select one of the perks, either the sketch card perk or the sketch card bundle perk. And then if you want more, there's more in the add-ons for no additional shipping charges. You can add on copies of the book, both books in there. You can add on commissions. You can add on art pages. So there's also some exclusive prints that you can add on that are, I think they're visible if you scroll down to the add-on section.
I don't know if I can see any add-ons on here.
I put them in the content, like in the body of the campaign.
Down here.
Yeah. Yeah, so here's the perks. And then, there we go, add-ons. So you can add all this stuff on. Oh, no, we're still in perks. I'm sorry.
Okay, there's a clear look at the logos. Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, you did the logo for Punisher Kill Crew?
Uh-huh.
That's fucking awesome, dude. I loved that book.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that's my day job. I'm a designer for Marvel, so that's where all the logo experience comes in.
Man.
Yeah. Man.
Punisher Kill Crew was a fun book, and that's a good logo, man. I like it.
Thanks, brother. Yeah, it was fun. That was one of the funner ones I remember.
Hell yeah. All right, and add-ons. Here we go.
There we go. Yep.
Oh, okay, now they're loading. The rest of the page hadn't loaded.
There we go. Oh my God, can I show you one more thing?
Sure.
All right, so I'm gonna be at Plastic City Comic Con in Massachusetts this weekend,
awesome.
and I'm giving out what you got basically, or what's on the campaign. I got free previews printed. And
Nice.
Yeah. So it's the 8 pages. This is the size the book will be at, 6x9. They look really cool. And then
Awesome.
I did, for the people who are going to be at the campaign who haven't seen the Indiegogo yet, or I'm sorry, who are going to be at the Comic-Con who haven't seen the Indiegogo yet. I don't know if this is clear. Hold on. Can you guys see what's going on here?
The glare might be getting you.
Well,
yeah, it's got a QR code on it. And take
it's got a QR code.
Indiegogo.
Yep.
Nice.
And once it loads, yeah, takes you right there.
That's awesome.
So there's a QR code on the front and on the back in case people missed the one on the front. This one's nice and big.
Right.
And yeah, same thing. The 8-page preview that is on the campaign. These I'll be handing out for free at the table.
That's awesome. That's the way to do it, dude. That's the original way to do it. That's putting in the legwork, you know.
And then whatever
little preview ashcan.
That's it. And then whatever I don't hand out at the con, I'll be going around to my local shops, and hopefully they'll be willing to just keep them at the counter and stuff them in people's bags.
Yeah. You know, get a little preview to put it up there. My shop, we have the Marvel previews and the DC previews and stuff like that. So we usually put stuff up near the the exit, the free stuff that people can grab if they want to just come in and grab something.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right, so these are the prints and the add-ons that you were talking about.
Mm-hmm.
That flashlight.
Mm-hmm. And then if you want all three,
little set right here, nice.
Yeah, for a discounted price also. And here's where we get into some of the. Oh, thank you, man.
King League says no questions. We'll back on Friday. Also, just finished another character profile.
That's awesome.
And here's the character design pages.
Yep. And these aren't the only ones. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. How many pages are here? 8 pages? I have about 23 pages worth of character designs.
Wow.
Yeah, so there's a ton, and I'm still doing more as I do more of the story where new characters are introduced.
This breakdown right here is really cool.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yep. All starts with this. Getting that feeling, that mood down, that attitude, and then there's photos.
My dog.
Very cool. So that's a taste of the stuff that'll be in the supplemental book.
Yes.
Awesome.
And that'll be a 48-page saddle stitch. The main book, the graphic novel, is going to be perfect bounds.
Right.
And the supplemental will be saddle stitched.
Let's see. Ooh, commission. So this is an example of the commission. This is an alien that you did. Nice.
You won't be getting just an alien commission. You'll get whatever you want, but that's just an example.
Original art. Damn, I should have kept scrolling. I didn't realize the page hadn't loaded everything.
That's okay.
This is cool.
Thank you.
Bookmark. Nice.
Yeah, I did coasters for my last campaign, and talk about. I mean, that's kind of packaging design in a way, but that was so much fun.
Awesome.
It was a lot of fun too. Yeah, and then double-sided too. So I had all the Universal monsters on one side, and then the logo on the other.
Oh, very cool.
Oh no, I lied. That was the initial intention, but I couldn't find a printer to do it. So I had 5 monsters, and then a 6th coaster was the logo. That's what it was.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Neat things like that add to the campaign, man. They add to the I don't know, the event nature of the campaign. It adds to, because it's merch. It's stuff for the comic that you just got. It's cool. I love repping merch. I love T-shirts. T-shirts are always one of my favorite things because I can wear them out. Like band shirts. Yeah.
Yeah, we're kind of like gauging a lot with this campaign too, like to see what people really respond to.
Yeah.
You know, being like this is, I have a campaign in the past, but it was for my sketchbook. This is my first comic, so we're trying to really see like what people really want. We didn't want to go too crazy with the merch because we are pretty new.
Right.
So hopefully this, you know, starts to build a name for us, and we would love to do more projects together in the future because we love working together and we have a really great working relationship. So
that's awesome. That's important, and that'll come through in the storytelling.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, absolutely.
That'll come through in the story. Well, all right, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this one up because awesome. I gotta get ready for my next show. But awesome. Anthony, thank you so much for coming to hang out, man. This has been a blast. And,
thank you for having me.
Again, no, you're more than welcome, man. Maybe next time Julius can join us.
I hope so.
But yeah, we will have to get together and talk design stuff, man.
Yeah,
that'll be fun. Logos and package design. That'll be fun.
Hell yeah, let's do it.
I want to thank everybody for coming to hang out in the chat. I appreciate you guys being here. Hit the like button, share, subscribe, all that fun stuff, and go check out this campaign. Link is in the description, along with a bunch of other links that are awesome. So hit those up, and we will catch you guys next time.
Thank you, chat.